Buongiorno. Now I can really say that and mean it. So I am dressed and we're trying to decide what we're going to do for the morning and probably go down and check out my old stomping grounds. So I wanted to take you outside and see the beautiful view from Marisol's apartment. And it is so pleasant out here. Such a nice sunny day. Should have done a video earlier when it was really like people just starting to wake up when I got up. Yeah, my body's a little run down from all the travels and just got a lot of sinus congestion. I was dehydrated for sure. So there's Vesuvio, you see off in the distance. This is the Bay of Naples. We are in Posillipo. And yeah, it's really beautiful. Check out this seagull over here, just hanging out on the roof. Yeah. Bustling city. I'm looking forward to checking out my old stomping grounds and show you where I used to live. Fun times. This is Via Peretrarca. You get a beautiful view. It's a nice sunny day, a little overcast, but it's still gorgeous. The seasonal weather change and the trees and the leaves. And it's a Saturday, so everybody's getting ready for the riposo. Afternoon relax. There's some really nice coffee bars down in this area too. Marisol was showing me my ex-boyfriend's place, which I knew about, but I didn't know he had finally fixed it. And this, out in the sea, you can see Regatta. This is really cool because when I used to live downtown, where I'm going to show you, and then all over there is Posillipo. And so this is a Regatta. The sailboats go out. It's one of the things I miss the most about living in my apartment is I could see all of that, all the sailboats and all the sea. I had a beautiful view. Some beautiful architecture. And one thing about Italy, especially Naples, is that just because the outside is up, is not always in good state. Oh, this is the monastery, yeah. Even though the inside doesn't look so pretty, the outside doesn't look so pretty, the inside is 9 times out of 10 magnificent. You wouldn't even expect it. And Vesuvio, of course. It's really a pleasant, perfect day, in my opinion, weather-wise and all. One of the famous Gran Cafe Cimino. They have always the best pastries and coffees. But there's one downtown in Naples where I used to live.
Non ho capito dove sta.
Alla botteghina, sto a Via Nevia, sto arrivando alla botteghina.
Ma con chi stai?
Con tua amica.
And now you have a beautiful view. Questa arriva Piazza Amedeo, sì? Questa strada arriva a Piazza Amedeo
più o meno, sì, le rampe di Sant'Antonio, però non ancora.
Ah,
Più o meno.
not anymore.
Arriva a Piazza San Lazzaro questa.
Okay. You see the Castel Nuovo over to the right when the trees clear. That's the castle of the egg, the infamous egg that protected the city. There's just, the history behind that, or the fable story, because it's always stories, right? It's a really pleasant, peaceful day. So the area in front of Vesuvio is not actually Naples. It's San Giorgio, Lo Greco, tutta la parte... questa è Sorrentina, sì.
No,
la Costiera.
Di là.
Sorrentina is
Sì.
più lontano, e l'altra dietro è
Amalfi.
Amalfitana.
Amalfi.
So a lot of people know the Amalfi Coast, but on the other side is the Sorrento Coast. So we call it the
Here
Costiere.
is, Portici,
Portici,
Pompei,
Pompeii, yeah.
Castellammare.
Closer to the front of the Naples, yeah. Ercolano,
Yes.
yeah. So the Costiere, Sorrentina, and Costiere Amalfitana. Beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I love how people have the terraces here. The terrace is something special. Now, I'm going to be round the curve. Come si chiama questo castello? Sopra.
Sant'Elmo.
Sant'Elmo. That's the castle of Sant'Elmo. So we are meeting a business partner of Marisol for a quick cafe, and then we're going to go down into Naples. And everybody else is doing the same thing. So this is like make your parking. So we park in the taxi spot. This is what I love about Naples. Fai tu, do what you need to do. Insomma. This is the bar on the up here. And there came my feather. See that? There's a feather. Always showing up for me. And the puppy too. I just met up with a friend. The friend that Marisol was talking about is actually a friend of mine too, Alessandro, right here with the glasses on. And we know each other from the last apartment I had was because of him. Like, ciao, ciao Alessandro. Spremuta d'arancia. This is a fresh squeezed orange juice. Yummy. I love it. Just to give you some depth of like the way the city is all along the side of a mountain. It's so beautiful. It doesn't get enough good attention. Naples is special and definitely in my heart. Making the rounds. Go down the narrow streets, which is so much fun. Again, another thing I miss about Naples is driving. For me, it was an adventure and easy to get around. Oh, matrimonio. It's a wedding. You get to witness. Wedding pictures. Oh, 2 weddings. Wow, 3 weddings. Sono amici, amiche. Immagino. To drive past the weddings to get to where we're going.
Queste sono le rampe
You have
di
to appreciate it.
Sant'Antonio.
The Rampe di Sant'Antonio. Oh, look at the beautiful view. Yeah. Picturesque all around. See, one comes up, we go down. It's an adventure. Always an adventure. You can't get scared being here. If you do, then you shouldn't be here. It's not for the weak. All sorts of interesting sights. Look at the side of it. All the old ruins. I used to have a Mini Cooper when I lived here. Prior to that, Abbey, I don't know. We're going all around. Zigzag. Oh, that big tree. electric car that produces its own energy when she drives. It's really cool.
It's plug-in. It's electric and gasoline.
It does have gasoline,
Yes,
so a
gasoline.
hybrid.
And the construction in the electric part is built in China, but the motore,
The motor. Yeah.
the motor is constructed in Sweden by Volvo, and the motor is the CX40 Volvo.
Aha.
It's an innovative, a very younger car.
Yeah.
It's a fun car.
Yes. It's an SUV. You could say SUV.
Yeah.
This is really the background here. You get in the back streets of Naples. Not too many people are daring enough to come down these streets sometimes, especially in an SUV or a big truck. I always love these buildings. The architecture is so cool. Come si chiama questo?
Viale, no, Piedigrotta.
Ah, Piedigrotta?
Piedigrotta.
Piedigrotta. I remember that. I don't remember all the names that we were talking about. And there's this church. My favorite church is over in this area too. C'è una chiesa che mi piace tantissimo. Nella zona vicino Mergellina, stazione di Mergellina.
It's this one.
Yeah. No, l'altra parte della
Okay.
strada.
In front of.
It's a beautiful Virgin Mary, and it's very pretty. Frutta. Vedo le cacchi, ho visto. Sì.
Dopo andiamo a un altro. che è difficile.
They have a better place to go to for the cacchi, so they're in season right now. Oh. Down this way is Mergellina. All this beautiful architecture, all this history. And there's a tunnel here on the right. I'm competing with the dog. Okay. Questa è la strada di
Lungomare.
Lungomare.
Questo è via Caracciolo solo.
Via Caracciolo in this Mergellina area, and then it becomes Lungomare. All these old buildings.
There is a
The mall
American
logo.
embassy.
Oh, yeah, up here on the left-hand side is the American Embassy. And then we have the boats. That building there that looks really boring, that's the American Embassy. The last one on the left. And you see Vesuvio sailboats.
This is
Yeah, right here is the American Embassy. How exciting. Doo-doo-doo. Moving on. I went there for something once. So this is how built up it is over here with all the way that they built the buildings up on the side of the mountain. Oh, I forgot about this statue fountain.
this is new.
This is new?
Yes.
wow.
They changed the place.
Oh, it used to be something else, a fountain. There used
The
to be-
downtown, yes.
Yeah. And this what we're driving between is Villa Comunale. Oh no, the Villa
Yeah, Villa
Comunale on the
Comunale is to
left,
the left.
and this is the tennis club.
Right.
Over here is tennis club. Yeah, tennis club Napoli. Not Mergellina. Parco at the Villa
Villa
Comunale
Comunale.
is where I used to bring my dog. for doggy socials.
And here is the first Aquarius of the Europe, the very ancient, from 19 del secolo XIX l'acquario.
Oh, this is the oldest aquarium in all
Del
of Europe.
1800, del 1800.
1800. Okay, so 1800. So I was saying that in another video talking about this. They've been
This
redoing
one.
it for a long time too.
Yes.
And we used to meet, you see some of the statues, we used to meet for the dog social right over here in this area.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
Castel del Lobo,
See, Castello.
della costiera sorrentina e Capri.
Oh yes, big island off in the distance is Capri.
E là dietro la collina di Posillipo.
And then you can see the Posillipo over the right hand side here. And all those sycamores.
E questo è il lungomare.
Sì. È solo piede.
Esatto, pedonale.
It used to be able to drive here. Now you can only go
No,
by foot
no, it's okay. Yes.
and bicycle. And this is Piazza
Vittoria.
Vittoria. Wow. Meno traffico. Io non ricordo come è stato. A lot less traffic than it used to be. Oh, they're renovating this building. That's going to be beautiful. So all the fancy shopping is over here. We're going to try to find parking.
Calabrito.
Yeah, Via Calabriti. Brito. Oh, it's beautiful places here. Oh, Riva Cafe is another good cafe bar. And then you can see, oh, the strada. So funny. San Pasquale. Oh, fuck.
Mi cambia la cara.
So this is Piazza San Pasquale. This is all my old stomping grounds right here. Now we're really in the heart of where I used to live. I remember the Pitera. That place back there was a ISO. Shopping, a lot of shopping, walking in this area. So we're looking for parking. There's a nice freshness to the air right now as the seasons change. All those beautiful homes up in the mountain here, the side of the hill. And there's a market down there every Saturday morning, as well as during the week too. And the flowers. And this is the Hotel Majestic. I've been in this building here. I remember meeting a woman there. I was looking at an apartment. And the school this is a school.
My son lives here.
Oh, he lives over here. Is that where Marco's living then? Ah. So you can't go that way. I live down that street as well. The pretty flowers. Ciao. So funny. This is the Cabinieri building.
Ah, un buen mercadito. Bueno, entonces ahorita me voy a esa calle. Aquí voy a encontrar lugar ahorita, pero tengo que dar la vuelta.
Sí, mercado. Birdie is also a cute little store too. They have they have good coffee too.
Yes, it's like American coffee. It's American style. You can make the American breakfast.
That was Bella Donna back there. Yeah. Yes, I've been in there. They have good food.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They give you. I think they have also alternative milk, like mandorle and cocoa, forse.
Maybe.
We're going for parking. That's what we're looking. Wherever we find one, we're good. We're golden. Can only go right here. See? But that goes back down. Hey. Yeah, imagine driving on these cobblestones all the time. See? We're back at Piazza San Pasquale. And this Piazza Cafe was one of the places I used to go buy conversions. Electric motorcycle. The bike.
Grazie mille.
Used to be you paid a parking guy. Now you got to pay for the meter and then put this ticket in your window. Obviously they don't have the apps like we have in the States. Now we're walking so you won't get jiggles. But volevo anche cercare Birdie per un po'. So this place Birdie's been here. They changed the colors. Hanno cambiato i colori perché prima era bianco più meno scuro. So they're standing outside the door. I don't know why, but we'll go inside real quick because I want to see something. See? Oh, guarda. Look at the beautiful. So pretty in here. There's more pink, and they used to. I think it was blue and white striped on the overhang, and they have an area. They used to have an area to sit over there. This area here is also known as Baretti because there's a lot of bars in this area. And sometimes people drive through here like this. I used to. Most of the stores are closed right now because it is riposo, and they'll open back up. Si aprono ancora. Che ora si aprono? 4:30. So 4:30, all the stores pretty much open up. And this was one of my favorite places here, Enoteca Belle Donne. C'è ancora? C'è ancora?
Sì, sì.
Yes, and it's closed right now, but they open in the evening.
Now it's closed.
See.
Enoteca Belle Donne.
Yeah. They open back up at 4:30 as well. So, yeah, you just get a feel. It's a little bit nicer at this time because nothing's open. Oh, I didn't know there's a restaurant here. This is new. Restaurant, lounge, bar, and thermal.
Ah,
Magnolia,
Magnolia, this is beautiful place.
Ah.
¿Por qué no hizo aquí el aperitivo?
There you
Ni
go.
lo quería hacer.
It's beautiful. Angeli is a friend's store.
Ah, sí.
Tizia.
Tienen 4 habitaciones en un spa. Pero el spa, o sea, esa parte.
There's a lot of little discotheques and mini places that people like to dance. Let's see, in here. A lot of bars, basically. There's more bars down there. Of course, it's all changed. The names change over the years. And the doors are huge. Yeah. Cafe Belle Donne. Like, that wasn't there before. I don't remember what it was. A lot of changes. Ah. Jackie. Blue Studio. Yeah. It's a Japanese poke bar. I think my head is pounding from the idea of even having anything of a sushi nature. Make me a little nauseous. And then I believe straight ahead is the area that I frequented most. Yeah. And then over here, Chandelier Cafe. Chandelier è stato, come si chiamava il Chandelier prima?
Sempre chandelier.
Sempre.
Sì.
chandelier come si chiama lui? Come si chiama il proprietario?
Carraturo.
Gian Carmine. No, non Gian
No,
Gian
si
Carmine.
chiama Edmondo.
Anche Capua, un altro amico.
La salumeria.
Yep. Oh, this is new. I can't even speak really well right now. My head is a little bit head closed. Capua. Io ricordo lui, one of the friends. A lot of American, the wine bar here. That was, I think, new when I was leaving the last time. Massimo Capua is a friend of ours. I used to live in this building straight ahead. Let the motorino go by. A lot of construction going on. So it's a funny story, but looks like they redid it. I used to live right here. Oh, actually, no, it was that one over there, wasn't it? So, see, I get in a little turnaround. Check and see if it was this one. It might have been this one. No, it was the other one. I had a porter. I actually left him my printer because my ex-partner didn't want to take it. I'm like, I just bought this. So I lived in here, number 60. It's a really nice place to live. Oh yeah. A lot of really beautiful places around here. I'm just walking around. They're looking at restaurants at the moment. These restaurants have changed a lot over the years. There have been some really good ones and not so good. Oh, I love how that, the succulents and the the greens in people's terraces. Say record though. One of my friends has the social place. I just ran into one of the guys that I knew and his new place, and I thought that was so funny because for a moment I paused and he paused and we looked at each other. I said, "You remember me?" And he said, "Of course, Lana." I was surprised that he actually remembered me as by my name. I mean, I'm not saying that he wouldn't, but it's sometimes I don't always expect it. So it was endearing, as we would say. This is one of my favorite bars right here. And this is the original Gran Cafe Cimino. And yeah, I don't even see the same bartenders in there, but this is like my favorite. This is where I used to come all the time with my dog and everything, get a brioche, a cappuccino to start my day. Max Mara. They moved locations. Or they changed the front. I'm trying to think. I thought they were... So, just to look back here. My house, my place, was at the corner on the right. We'll try to go down that way after we grab something to eat. I don't know where they're going. I was going to recommend going to Donna Margherita solo because I know they have good food, or we go to Umberto, but I don't know if they're wandering in a particular place. Lujo. So pretty here. It really is a beautiful city if you're willing to open your heart to it. This is another sweet little bar at the end over here. Filangeri, Ribalta. Eddie Monetti is a good place to shop. Like, this is Via Chiaia right here. And it goes and it wraps around to the right. And then we have over here the beautiful piazza with the lions. That's my favorite. Okay, here we are in the center. Questa è Piazza Vittoria? Come si chiama?
Piazza dei Martiri.
Piazza dei Martiri. I should know that. I love these buildings here. This is my favorite little area. Can I tell you my favorite? are these lions and the statue. Yeah. And there used to be a cafe bar. Oh no, it's over behind the lions. There's 2 coffee bars that are really nice. You got Emporio Mani, you got all sorts of Louis Vuitton and everything down that way. I think actually Louis Vuitton moved over to where my old place was. And so we're going this way. I just really enjoy walking around here. I'm a totally different person than I was when I lived here 10 years ago, and even before that was different. This is a beautiful hotel in here, Palazzo Alberghieri. It's absolutely gorgeous. They have a really nice restaurant in there too. But I don't think we're going in there. And that's underneath their little thing, awning. I guess this is new. I don't remember seeing this before. 12 more Seaburger and Friends. So many new places in here that I... Maki Polo, Sapore di Forno, Conad. That's new. Wow. So much change. And then we have Umberto, which is one of my favorite restaurants as well. That whole front, this is brand new. Wow, I don't remember what that was before. I wanted to say it was I don't know. It's a grocery store. That's really nice. I love this little area too, with the way the trees envelop the space. Over here on the left was a restaurant as well. I don't know if it still is. Nope, it's not a restaurant anymore. Questo è stato un ristorante, vero? And then again, we have Umberto is all this whole corner of this building. They have really good food, like I said. They always accommodated me when I would go in here. So the entry is actually right here. It used to be both this side and the other side, but I think they may only open the one side in the evening. And this is the typical Italian, Neapolitan restaurant as well. And the most famous picture that I remember is this one. They've redone some of it with more art. So we're going to go to Donna Margherita, which is up here. Pho.
Do you want to, yes, change the name?
Strano.
But it's the same.
Okay.
Almost quasi uguale.
Okay.
Almost the same. Or if you want, we can eat here and
Parking area, which if you ever needed a garage, I've parked at. And here we are for what used to be Donna Margherita. So funny. So sometimes they have a secret garden. Yes. So strange. Buongiorno. Oh, è cambiato, è tanto. Wow. This is really lovely. Look at how they done. I always loved the ceiling. So what had happened is they had a fire a while back, and then they changed the entire the layout. So it's very modern. It's very pretty. This is the secret garden here. It was one of the first restaurants I came to when I first came to Naples. And there's a mural that used to be over here, but when they had the fire, it changed. Yeah. So Naples is playing Torino today, and our food's just starting to arrive. Ellie's eating a hamburger. And Marisol has a wok, chicken over rice with soy sauce, and my pizza is going to arrive shortly. My favorite, ortolana rossa. And arrivo la pizza. Wow, questa è la ortolana rossa.
Buon appetito.
Oh, grazie mille. I just enjoyed the most delicious pizza. And this was the first restaurant I came to when I first moved downtown. And I fell in love in this area, and I knew I was going to live here. So, well, I'm back in my old stomping grounds, and it's melancholy. But to be totally honest with you, I have like this also trepidation in my heart because I'm not the same person I was when I was here years ago. Years ago, I was much more social, jump out there, like I'm here, hi. And I had my dog. Now I don't. And Daddio was the man that I ran into a little bit ago. And I went to his birthday party. He remembered me because of that. So. All right, so here is where Barcimino is, right here. And the piazza area over there. And so I'm going to show you where I used to live. So I can move a little quicker because my girlfriend wanted to go to a perfume place. I love the doors. And I said, I think I'll avoid that and go look at my old stomping grounds, my own home. So Hermes, one of my favorite places. I love their silk scarves. Beautiful, beautiful buildings, architecture. I nearly forgot about this restaurant, Matozzi. And they're still there, obviously, or I wouldn't have remembered. And this is Filangieri. So this is Via Filangieri that we're on right now. And this is actually a theater. So like a movie theater. It's really beautiful inside. I never went to a movie here, but the guys were always like, oh, come anytime. Dante. See? Beautiful. Okay. So, Matozzi is a pizzeria, as you can see over there on that top. They also have those upper level places. And then I'm also going to show you something. Oh, and then Bulgari's right here. So this is the neighborhood that I used to live in. Montclair, Colty, Furla. I remember when Furla wasn't such a big deal. Oh, the Versace is new here. It wasn't here before. I don't know what. Okay, so we're going to go in here and I'll show you why. So my neighbor, the guy that works here, one time I was walking past and he said, oh, and I looked in because, you know, when I see these big doors, you know, I want to go inside. And like, seriously, look at this building. So we have all of this detail work, all of this. I don't know if he's still working here, but he brought me in. Le scale. Didn't understand what he was saying, but anyway. So this is Palazzo Maraiolo, and it's famous for the stairs, but you wouldn't know it unless you actually came in. So this part here, it looks like a dome, but because my apartment was up above it and from behind, it's a fake dome. It's not real, because my apartment's right up behind here, Rampe Barancaccio. I love these marble floors. So you can see here where it's a fake dome. But these are really cool stairs, and you'll see why I'm bringing you in here. It's the Cupola di Belvedere. So here's just, yeah. So if you've never been, there you go. And one of those many hidden gems. I've actually walked up it too. He told me you can't go upstairs, but yeah. So there you go. How cool is that? Fancy stairs. All right. Now you've seen that. Now I was gonna go and check out my home. Oop. And then had moved Prada over here too, I see. And I don't know what this is over here. I guess they're doing some influencer stuff. Hogan, I remember that. Yeah, Hogan and Tod's are the same company. So there's Prada, there's Gucci, they moved Louis Vuitton over here, Michael Kors. I'm reading off what I see. So these are the stairs. And I used to walk this all the time. And they've really built it up over here. They used to have, I did not, oh, I know where it is. It's over there. It's gotta be. And now you can see the building where I was in with the really nice stairs. So here, we're gonna go up. So this, Largo Luisa Conte, Quartiere Chiaia. So this is the Chiaia area. And I used to live in this yellow building with the scaffolding all around the front of it. So they're redoing the front of it. It's a very old building. And I knew the people in the building across on this peach building on the left. They wanted to rent out one of their places, so they showed it to me. Their place is really beautiful too. So here we are. And so when we look up, my apartment was the very top one. I had the most amazing view of the Bay of Naples from that very top. That first window is a bedroom. The side two, kitchen, as well as the other one. Actually, I take that back. That window wasn't open. Those two, the first window with the balcony is the bedroom, the other balcony, the kitchen, and the other one, the kitchen, that wraps around. So that's where I used to live. This is Rampa e Brancaccio, and it's a one-way street, and you can only go all the way up and have to come down the back side. So I used to have to park my Mini Cooper on this street if I could find parking. Sometimes that was a challenge. This is a new shop. There was a lady a long time ago that had like an antique store down there, but it wasn't open very often. So sometimes I would have to park around that corner over here. But this, wow, they redid the inside here too. So there was parking inside. It's just you didn't always get parking because you had to have like paid parking. So there's the elevator, and I used to take the elevator. The inside stairs are really beautiful, and then when you look up, mine was the last top at the top. Yep, this was where I used to live. So yeah, it's very bittersweet to be here. It's very interesting because it's been almost 10 years since I've been here, but I didn't live here that last time. That was the other apartment. This last time I moved out of here was in 2008. Kicking and screaming. I did not want to move. I just noticed this tree is a lemon tree right above my head, although it has a fungus right above me. Yeah, that's lemon. And yeah, so now I've shown you. They're doing the front of the building. They're repainting it. They repainted this one behind me, I can see. And the guy that showed me those stairs that used to work down there, I don't know where he is, but he lived in the other building over here. And apparently him and his family, they could see into my apartment. And I was one of those people that I didn't think anybody could see in. So sometimes I would go out on my terrace and lay out in the sun without clothes. And then one day I realized I had people watching me. So number 7, Rampa e Brancaccio, number 7. The city of Motorini. But yeah, the people that have that top apartment too is really beautiful. That is gorgeous. And they've got the really cool little turreted area they were trying to rent out. And this is my old stomping grounds. Hard to believe, in another life, as we say, right? And God knows I feel like I've lived many lives in this current one. And so if I were to continue walking forward, but I've got to meet up with my girlfriend, going all the way down to the end of the street. It wraps around a little bit to the right over here. It goes up a hill a little bit to the Piazza Amadeo, and that's one of the metro stops. I like the way they put all the foliage on those ledges, those balconies. So I'm gonna go back. So Todd's is my favorite, and I don't know if this is the only Todd's, if they moved it over here, but my original Todd's is down in the lion Piazza dei Martiri, which is where the lions are. So let's go find my girlfriend. Yeah, it's kind of interesting being back here. I see familiar faces, but even some of my other friends have moved. Like my girlfriend Alessandra told me that she isn't living in Naples anymore. I don't know if she's renting her home or if she's... There they are. You can spot her because of the dog. So... There you are. Eccoci. And this is un caffè macchiato più schiuma. Okay, now I'm gonna go check out my favorite store, Todd's. Hermano Cervino's down that way. I was trying to figure out where it was, and I'd forgotten. And inside this gated area is actually a really nice restaurant too. Beautiful, beautiful. And there are my beautiful lions. One's laying down over the wood. The other one's on guard. Tre leoni. And the other one looking over his back. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the other one looking over the other one's back. And this is Palazzo Calabrito. Oh yes, the sword. That's what it was. Oh, beautiful. Okay. We got Salvatore Ferragamo. We've got, I don't know the Fefe thing. Mona Lisa, Mario Valentino, where my girlfriend lived. If she's still working there. In fact, I know she's still working there. I think I see her. I am going to go say hi. She was dating my friend, or a common friend, I should say. Don't know if they're still together. Find out. And this is Calabrito.
You push my head for follow.
Big it away, my friend.
That was me surprising my girlfriend Roberta. She's so beautiful, and she's like, oh, "No, Lana." I'm like, "Oh, see, that's what the genuine people that I was friends with, because there's a lot of superficiality too, even when I lived here." But now I'm going to go try to figure out where my girlfriend went. Oh, find her with the dog. You have to check out these doors. Look how big that is. The size of the person. Underneath. Ah, okay. Un secondo e torno. I found her. She's right there. And you have to always look inside. There might be a gift waiting for you. Oh, they might be under construction over here by the looks of things. Okay. Used to be over here. So funny. Actually, Prada used to be here too, but they took it out, and you saw where it was now. Okay, so Todd's is not over here anymore by the looks of things. We got a tabaccaria, all this stuff here. So this is Piazza Vittoria up here. And to the right, I used to cross the street with my dog to take her to Villa Comunale. And it's kind of comical because I know him. Oh my god, oh, there's a story behind that guy walking by right now. Anyway, I have to remind myself. Anyway, so the traffic used to be worse crossing over there, to the point where this would be completely packed. And my dog one time came back, maybe it happened a couple times, and I get a phone call. I was running in Villa Comunale, because I used to run in there, and I used to let Angel off the leash, and I get this call, Signora, c'è un cane, si chiama Angel. Oh, mamma mia, questa è Prada. My dog found her way back to Prada, which I thought was just classic. Like my dog was going back to our home. And a couple times my dog got loose over here, but yeah, she was quite the run off and do her own thing, just like me kind of deal. So now I know that the Todd store is just the one that we saw at the base of the stairs. Oh, they're making friends. They're making friends. Amici. And Prada used to be here. C'era Prada. Qui? This used to be Prada. Ooh, we're going to walk in here just to see this pretty restaurant that we had walked past this earlier, and I just wanted to see it. And Marisol's like, come in. Oh, dobbiamo fare una foto. Avanti. Yeah.
Tonight.
Ah, sì, stasera. Metto una gonna, so I put a dress or something on. It's cool the way they did the tiles. That's a pretty cool decorum. Oh, I love the hearts. Cuore. It's mixed in here with Darth Vader heads. Oh, this is funky. Wow, boom, pop love. The gorilla. Bathrooms over here. That's what that sign is. This is sweet. Mosaico. I think I've heard of this place. There's a game, so that's what everybody's watching. Oh, pretty. Mosaico. I've heard this name before. Something smells good. It smells perfumey, like in a rose type of way. Ah, bella. Mosaico. Io ho sentito questo nome, ma forse era diverso o c'era no?
No, questo c'ha 3-4 anni.
3 or 4 years ago. Okay.
New.
Okay. Very nice. Molto bella.
E hanno anche
Part
le
inside, outside. I like that. Il spa dove? Dove lo spa? Oh, l'altra parte.
Sì, quella parte di là.
Ho capito. Yeah, forse ho bisogno di trattamento. This sono le 5:10. Means it's 5:10. This is a clock. So if you're watching it and you watch over time, it's going to tell you the time written out. How cool is that? Oh, I love that. Oh yeah. See, that's unique. And these are the things I like. Things that think outside the box. We are all angels if we want to be. What do you think about that one? Okay. Ah. C'è una storia qui. Electrotherapy. They had electric therapy here. How interesting. Physiotherapy in Naples. Huh. Curious.
Si chiama Maranta.
Ah, they're looking for the name of the different plants. The ferns. Ah, queste mi piace. Abbiamo queste cose a Florida. Tutte queste cose, sì. Yeah. Pretty. Vediamo se mi... Certo, ricordami. Okay, let's see who's working here tonight. Let's see, aha! Buonasera!
Ui, bella!
Ehi!
Vabbè, un bacio a tutti, ragazzi. Ciao! Come stai?
Bene, bene!
Sono molto piaciuto, ti vedo bene.
Sì, anche tu!
Grazie!
Tutto a posto?
Benissimo,
Ehi! Sono qui solo da ieri sera.
Ieri è arrivata.
Sì, fino a lunedì.
Buonasera.
Enoteca Belle Donne. This is where I met Claudio.
Ciao.
But I always loved this bar even before I met him.
Dove sei, amore?
Yeah. So it's always nice to get the warm welcome homes.
Aspetta, aspetta.
See? Just saying, this is the first time I've ever seen this door, and we saw this earlier, open. And so we're like, can we go inside?
No, poi stiamo con
Okay, so they have something going on. We didn't want to interrupt that with noise. And this is a beautiful area here too. Somebody I know had a garden in there. All these buildings, the architecture, I'm telling you. I always thought that would have been a nice place to have an apartment too. Whenever you see the scaffolding, it usually means that they're repairing things like this. And it has to be done every so many years in order to maintain it. You know, it's a lot to maintain the fresco. That almost looks like Claudio's father, but I doubt it. Never know. Yes. It feels really good to be recognized and remembered in such a loving way. So, Enoteca Belle Donne, that was Ciro. And Roberta at Mario Valentino. And I'm excited because tonight we're going to be coming back out, so I'm sure I'll run into more people that I know from here.
1, 2, 3.
But it's very melancholy, and it's reminding me that people do remember me. I mean, you gotta, like, would you think like that? Returning to a place, like, do people remember me? Do they notice my gone? Anyway. Just things I'm reflecting on. We left, and behind us is cambia Via dei Mille, but cambia giù Via Filingeri. This is a beautiful church too that I used to like to take pictures of. But this is the direction I pointed to earlier. This is Piazza Amadeo up here where the trees are. Se ricordo bene, era di figlio di... Oh, that's new.
Vai. Sì.
So the building up here.
Quando stai lista mi avisas.
Okay. Figlio di Peppe Daniele, come si chiama? Di cantante. C'è un come si dice? Apartamentos. No, it's a bed and breakfast, like a hotel. This is all redone, renovata, and then there's this beautiful castle. The textures here are crazy cool. I've always loved this area. Amazing, beautiful places. This is Palazzo Coltrao Ricciardi, right here, this big one. But that is a hotel, and I'm pretty. Questo è un hotel, penso. All right, so I was trying to remember. It was the son of Pino Daniele, I believe, but. Anyway, this is Via Martucci. That used to be a bread and breakfast. I don't know what they're doing there now. And there used to be a really good, it might be behind me, a really nice place where you could buy secondhand clothing. And this is a famous, sta qua, Martucci Pizzeria? No, sta avanti. Oh, okay. So Antonio from that Da Michele passed away a couple years ago, she was telling me, which is famous for their pizza. Yeah, a lot of cobblestone and the lava. These are lava rocks. In the wintertime, they get so cold that when you're walking on them, you literally feel the cold into your feet and it gets into your bones. So you need to make sure you're wearing shoes that are accommodating to keep the cold out.
Okay.
She's going into the shoe place.
Muy rápido al tabacallo.
I had forgotten about this church, but years ago when I used to like to do like little Instagram posts. The picture quality wasn't the best. Back then it seemed like it looked better than it was. And this is a church. very old, obviously, like a lot of the places in Naples. Very, very, very old. I almost forgot about this place. Look how big this. Look at how much you feel dwarfed by the size of the arches and the doors and the wrought iron. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy cool. Look at the size of that door. Okay, cool. Tirare. Yeah. Unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna go now. A lot of these churches, I don't want to speak while I'm inside because a lot of people go on a Saturday. A lot of the churches, especially the main basilica of Naples, have what they call sacraments, relics of the patron saints and the different people in the past, like San Giovanni, patron saint of Naples. That is Giovanni, right? Not Giuseppe. Pretty sure it's Giovanni. But I'll stand corrected. I'll double check that one and get back to you on it. And this in front of us is Villa Comunale, and we're coming out of the side street. I'm gonna go toward Posillipo and back up the hill that overlooks. Oh, guarda come bella. Sempre. Io sempre guardo sul nuvole, sul sole. Anni di più. And I was thinking of a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a long time too. Yeah, we're turning and we're gonna go around the Mergelina way. Hadn't been that clean when I was here before. And this is the U.S. consulate again. Questa nuova. Okay. Metro. The new metro stop over there. They didn't have a metro stop over here before. They've expanded that significantly.
Mergelina
So there
Station.
you go. There's the consulate. Yes.
No, Mergelina Perigrota Station.
Perigrota. Wow.
Questa è Viale Gramsci.
Via Granci. Yep. All these amazing historical buildings and the history that it's seen. Oof. I pini. Quanto mi piace the pine trees sulla strada come un'ombrella. And this beautiful fountain in the center. I think that might be the building that Federica lived in.
Aquí hacen su reunión estos,
Ernesto
La
Chiari.
policía.
Oh,
Están siempre ahí.
ecco. Anche se è quasi rosso. Oh yes, and a friend of mine. Yeah, no, I was looking at places over here at one point too. Yeah, I like it when they're reconstructing the facade of the buildings. Looks so pretty. So straight ahead, Mare Chiaro, and Posillipo. So I like that little building up there. It's so pretty. It's a pharmacy underneath. But we're gonna go to the right here. And over to there is Mergelina. Look at that, how pretty. Even if it doesn't look so perfect on the outside, you'd be surprised the inside of some of these homes. The way people can use so little space to make so much and not waste. I definitely love this city. Naples is always in my heart for sure. I've already had some people ask if I wanted to move back, and I said, I'm not sure. I don't know. No lo so. Aha, Silvio over in the distance. Hello, Razio. Yep. You're getting the grand tour on the fast videos driving. So pretty with the clouds and see the seagull overhead. There's always a little construction going on somewhere. Off in the distance. This time going up.
Bolita, vas a caer.
The dog trying to jump out the window. Crazy. Pazzo. Cane pazza. Pazzo. That's Capri.
Vedi come si vede bene la costiera sorrentina.
Yeah, see, it's very
Adesso si
molto
vede
chiaro
benissimo.
oggi.
Sì.
When there's really a lot of humidity, you don't always see it so clearly. For what we were able to see today.
This is the Paolo's Cannavaro house.
Paolo
Cannavaro
Cannavaro.
house.
Chi è?
È un calciatore molto importante.
Ah, the basketball calciatore. Soccer.
Football,
Sì, sì.
soccer player.
Yeah. It's so pretty. Lianello has a house in Mare Chiaro, se ricordo bene.
Mare Chiaro is the other side.
Oh, forse. Yeah. And there's Barcimino, the other one. Yes, very famous. This is the other one. Sembrano.
Maybe you can find Lotto here. Napoli.
The kaki, the persimmons.
Kaki, esatto.
See, looking for the persimmons at a grocer stand. We said.
Maybe you can find that there, Natura Sea. If you want, you can go to see.
Okay, I go run and check. This is the monastery, right? Questo monasterio.
Just sweet. Bolli.
I'm just loving the way the clouds are looking at. Guarda il sole, la luce, come tutti così bene. Adventures, fun. Ooh. Those are gas stations on the side if you ever need gas. un po' di curiosità come è fatto la casa, perché io ricordo, io sono stata lì quando non era ristrutturato. Lui aveva, sì, lui aveva molto, he was very unhappy because his father wanted to put a pool, voleva la piscina, but his father put cemento dove c'era essere la piscina, and he was so mad, arrogante anche, perché non era un accordo per lui, era sempre arrabbiato. He was always unhappy. He was always competing with his father and wanting one thing.
Vuoi comprare i cosi, i cacchi? Vuoi comprare o no?
Yeah, sì. Se possibile, sì. And we're gonna try a place over here. No, we're letting this car go by. But he wanted the house to be a certain way, and his father came in and started making decisions when he didn't ask for them. And unfortunately, because he put the cement, it was almost impossible, meaning it would have to be, he would have to break the cement up. So when I went in, he showed me the whole concept of what he wanted to do with it, and he just wasn't doing it. And it's almost like he was oppositional defiant with his father in a lot of ways. He didn't really know how to communicate properly. A lot of people, I think, end up having those kinds of relationships with their parents and not resolving them.
Io tanto,
So,
como ya sé que me voy
okay,
a
we're
poner,
looking for persimmons.
non mi voy a tardar nada.
Going back to
in
the
centro.
apartment.
Casomai ti vengo a dare un
condo.
bacio. A volo a volo. Va bene?
Some would call it big for the side.
A dopo, amore, un bacio. Ciao.
I hit the jackpot. You wait till you see. Okay, the dog is competing with my pet. No, poi, not that. Okay. Ho trovato cacchi, babà. Guarda, these are special. Sono speciali. Senza cani sopra. Infatti è già fatto. Ecco. Guarda.
Ma mi dispiace.
No, non c'è problema. Io mangio subito. See that? That's going to get eaten very soon, very quickly, and it's going to be like a slurp it up, because that's exactly how these are supposed to be eaten. Perfect. Okay, now we're arriving. Now that you've seen my baba, and you see me, happy me, and we are here. So I wanted to share the change of what's the weather over Vesuvius looks like. Look at those clouds. Isn't that so cool? The contrast, like when you see it from a different angle, the way that it looks like it's raining. It most likely is raining over the sea in this area here, and even around Vesuvio, even though the sun is shining. Like, that's just so cool. And you can see the sun shining off into the distance here, up behind this building. And then overhead, and you look in the other direction. I love the way the pine trees, the needles look so soft, the way that they move. Just really looks like a soft, inviting pom-pom. That's my interpretation. And I love fluffy clouds. You know, like Bob Ross. Fluffy clouds, happy trees. Yeah. Zooming on in over to Vesuvio, and how that one area is illuminated by the sun. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're getting ready. We're going to be going out at about 7:30, but I want to eat my baba. This might be a little noisy and messy, but here we got baba. They wrapped them so that they would be maintained and not messy if something like that happened. So the baba is, if you've ever had an Italian baba, that's the rum-soaked pastry, kind of like an angel food cake. And this is going to be like very slurpy upper up. It's messy. I warn you now, like the size of my hand. Look at this. This is a treat. It is so amazing. First, we clean. We just rinse it off. You can't do too much to it, or you lose it. It is special. And if you ever get to try this, thank me later. Because this is like the The thing closest to this, literally, this is how messy it gets. Falling out of your hands. It is the equivalent, I would say, of like a brown sugar. I don't like the taste of the texture of the skin, so I tend to basically you can use a spoon. This is how messy this gets. And the guy was so happy to see how excited I got. He goes, "Yeah, si mangia con un cucchiaino." Eat with a spoon. Mm. Mm. There are seeds. Mm. I'm as crazy about these as I am the figs. It's hard to say which one is more. But I tell you that, I brought these seeds back to the US years ago and tried to propagate them, but it didn't end up working for me. There's a whole process in how you're supposed to soak them in water, put them in the fridge between two pieces of paper towel. I wasn't kidding when I said this is messy. Mm. I'm also watching the sea out in the distance. And there's a demarcation line of waves coming in, which is interesting. Mm. Oops. Mm-hmm. This is hilarious. Yummy. In my tummy. It is so good. Mm. I highly recommend you get you some. I'm not 100% sure you'll find these in the States. If you do, they're similar, but probably not the same as these. Messy, messy. Mm. Wish you could see the sky and the waves out in the distance in the bay right now. He's a mad dog. So this part here, the stem area. Mm. It's like sugar baby, but this is nature's candy. The best sugar you could have is from nature. The other stuff, processed, it's from nature, but it's been processed by man. Mm. It's so full of minerals and vitamins. A few of these would just fill me for the night. It's exactly what I need. Especially after a pizza. Which I surprisingly feel significantly better since I've eaten. Along with my coffee. My caffè macchiato con schiuma, più schiuma. More foam. He's just a mad dog. Breathe in that yumminess. It's dripping all over the place. I'm making a mess. And that's when you know it's good. Because it's supposed to be consumed and slurped up. Mm-hmm. You know when it's something that you shouldn't be consuming, though. And this is really good. Your body will thank you for it. Wow. Just like I remembered it. The other thing about the baba, not everyone tastes the same. One may taste sweeter, One may taste more subtle. Sometimes it's more like a little bit of a sugary, crystally flavor texture to it. This one actually has a couple different textures. I know. Absolute favorite. And I have the other style too. They call them, I think, Primi Vanilla. They taste like vanilla. This has a vanilla flavor to it too. As we say, vanilla tones. Delicioso. That was worth the wait. The first store I went into only had like small ones. And they might have been cheaper, but I wanted the baba. And it still cost me less than, let's see, it cost me €6.90. So much cheaper than what I pay in the States. But I will say, when I lived downtown Naples, I would get an entire crate, which would hold probably 12 to 18, somewhere in there. Oh my gosh, so freaking good. Now my hands are messy. This is the look of love and happiness. You know, like I can do the happy dance now. I got yummy in my tummy. Me being silly. My girlfriends are in the other room. So the other ones, I've got 2 that I have to eat as well. But I won't make you endure all that. I'll just enjoy it on my own. Before I continue on with my persimmons, I just wanted to show you off in the distance over here a different contrast and the way the sun is hitting the waves, the sea. And at one point there was a wave going all across there, and you can kind of see the textures in the water. So it's almost like something's churning, and you can see the different colors of blue. See how the variants of colors are shining through, and Vesuvio and the clouds. It's the way the sun's hitting it. It's so pretty. Oh, mean angry dog. Real quick, if you can actually peel the skin off and attain this texture, like basically if you can get it off really easily, it's easier to eat it that way and not end up with the big mess. But see, you should be able to peel it right off. I don't like to miss a beat, I'm just saying. But that I just peeled off, so I don't have that extra stuck to it. So from here, all I gotta do is go. You need to have something just in case it starts dripping underneath. I'm a nut. When it comes to fruits, I love my fruits. Fruits are my neighbor too. Off in the distance you can hear the sounds of the church bells. How pretty is that? Look at the water. You can see the waves. And they mostly up. Huh. The boat's coming in. They look small from here, but they're probably yachts. They're huge. look at that beautiful color contrast. So pretty. Ooh, there's a chill in the air. I need to get dressed in warmer clothes for tonight. These are pretty birdies. Real quick, I want to show you the different types of kaki since I've already gotten them. These are the vanilla. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, that these, I've seen these in the States. But then there are these small ones, which is the first kaki that I bought. And these you can eat crunchy like an apple, but you want to peel off the skin first. So now you know. And the more you know, you can have a better experience. Okay, maybe there's actually 3 varieties because there's the kind you can eat when it's still hard and it's crunchy like an apple. There's the soft ones that if you don't wait till they're like that, the baba, they taste aspic and you're never gonna wanna try it again. As long as it's ripe, you'll get it right. Then there's this version, which is the vanilla. You want it to be soft because that's when it's sweetest and it's when you get the most of that vanilla flavor. And it's kind of in between the two of them. Yeah. This is like a vanilla brown sugar. That's how good that is. But like when I say you have to wait till the skin is a little softer, and you see how that is? Oh my gosh, this is delicious. We're ready to rock and roll to go out. The ladies are dressed up for the weather that we have to deal with. What? Cosa? Mi piace l'altro. Meglio. Sì, sì.
Chicas, yo estoy más lista que un calcetín.
And I did my gua sha before, so I've got an extra glow. I'm ready. We've got beautiful music in the background. And I'm sure I'm going to run into more people that I haven't seen in over 10 years, if barely 10 years. See, the nice thing is, I can wear my hair up, and I can take it down later. And then I'll have a clip if I need it to turn it, take it down, put it up, whatever it is I plan to do. See, I'm still dealing with the sinus congestion, so my speech is a little bit challenging. Turning off lights as we get ready to walk out the door. Oh. Quale luce è questo? I figured it out. Queste belle donne. Andiamo. He's mad at us. Un cane arrabbiato. Guarda come belle sei. I love it. Ok. Sì. Oh, guarda la luce. Ok. Entriamo. L'ascensore. Oh, guarda come bella sei. Ok. Here we are. We are descending to go into Naples right now. We're talking about Facebook and how when we were originally signed up, like my original account that got disabled 3 years ago was back from when you had to be invited to Facebook by someone who already had an account. And in 2007, I got an invitation. And that's when I was still living over here. So my entire life, since 2007 up until 2019, basically it was stolen / deleted. If they can say they delete it, but I'm an IT tech. That was my old job. And information systems, they always keep backups. So even if they delete it from you, basically they keep it for themselves. And it's data harvesting. So they have a copy of all of your information, and it's on backup servers. And if you're ever wondering, if you really think about it and you can connect the dots, I'm coming from a military background. I'm telling you that that information is used and held on to. So believe it or not, you can actually learn your behavior from all of your information. And they take that information and they can predict your behavior in the future. That's old technology. It's also part of what I used to be involved in. religion, and well, it is what it is. And so just being aware of this. This isn't a complaint, it's what it is, and I'm telling you the truth of my experience and what I know from as a professional. That's Virgilina coming down the hill. Saturday night. Saturday on a Saturday night. We had a little bit of rain. Oh, good song. Una canzone. Eccoci. Woohoo! You make me feel. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Here we go. We're going to meet up with some people down in Chandelier. And this is the old Chalet Ciro.
It's a very famous.
Yeah, one of my friends. Yeah. Hai visto Stefania? Stefania è stato con Ciro per un periodo.
Come no, sì.
Sì. Belli. She has beautiful children. Figli. Wow. Yeah. So Bar Ciro has beautiful ice cream and guarda la bella donna.
Ice cream pizza.
Ice cream pizza. This is the nightlife of Naples. Is this Fratelli? Sì.
Fratelli la bufala.
Sì. It's
In questo bar Napoli,
Sì.
tonight, between midnight to 4 and 5 of the morning, we mangi pasta alla carbonara.
Ah sì? È buono.
It's famous
Per questo periodo, sì?
no, per tutto l'anno, pasta alla carbonara di notte.
So from midnight to 2 in the morning, they eat pasta carbonara, alla carbonara, which if you don't know, it's basically the American, there were American soldiers, the story goes, that created the dish using leftover eggs, the ham, and they made the carbonara with con crema, credo, sì, uovo, crema, un po' di latte, sì o no? Non mi ricordo.
No, pancetta, uovo, parmigiano,
E no panna?
olio di oliva.
Okay.
E maybe un po' di panna.
Forse un po' di panna.
Sì.
Yeah. So again, the tennis club to our right as we come around the bend. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Che belle. Hanno fatto bene. È sempre in costruzione. It's always in construction. I think it's always been since I lived here before. But a lot of these buildings have been.
Tu ti ricordi Nica del Barone? Ah, questo
Nica sta qua.
Nica sta qua.
Nica è la moglie di Stefania.
Sì, Nica sta qua.
All of these bars along here, really good places actually. You'd be surprised, some really good, the best places sometimes don't look the prettiest. You have to remember that. Anche c'è il cornetto nella mattina, nella notte. Like after a late night of dancing, it's just a common thing. You'll find people go for a coffee and a cornetto with cioccolato or the pasta con carbonara, pasta alla carbonara. But the cornetto con cioccolato o Nutella o crema o qualcosa è famosa qui. Anche brioche. Anche.
Una brioche
Sì.
with ice cream.
Oh
too.
mamma mia, sì. Sei come siciliano.
Sì.
Sì, un po'. I had a Mini Cooper when I was over here. Boy, was that a crazy car. And did it see some things. That is the Limonade. Fun times. Back in San Pasquale. And we're making our way back to Centro to go back to Chandelier. Yes, you have the kids out here. All that screaming is a bunch of kids that meet because this is the meet. Whenever you go into the piazzas, this is where the adults meet, the kids meet.
I hope that we find
Parking.
parking.
See. We're gonna find perfect parking because we're 3 women and we have very strong, powerful, universal energy to attract, magnetize. We will find it. I'm gonna tell you the story. It's hilarious how we found parking. So this motorino was actually a little bit over this way to where the car is, and she asked a guy to move it. And she's getting something out of the trunk right now. Sì. Quale?
Quella busta rosa. Questa la busta quella.
Questa qua. Okay. We have a gift for someone. So anyway, they moved the motorino, and she parked between the motorino and these water bottles that the parking guy had put there. So anyway, it's called smart parking in Naples, and now we go to Chandelier.
Excelente. Perfetto.
È perfetto, bella. Hai fatto bene.
Ok.
Hai fatto bene.
Por acá está el chandelier. ¿Dónde
Sì,
está?
sì.
No.
So this is a night out with my girlfriends in Bella Napoli. Qua siamo. Giù. She just took her hair down. So we were here earlier. This is the same area, but now you get to see it bustling at night. See, the baretti in full effect. Well, maybe it's not full effect. It's ora ci sono le persone stanno mangiando ora. Che c'è? Uffa. Okay. And on the left we have Enoteca Belle Donne, where we were and we met up with Ciro.
Giro. Eli.
Poof, poof. Okay. We were talking about how when we were younger, we were here in stilettos, all dressed up, going to Garçon and Smooth and all the different clubs. Le Smooth, see? And all dressed up and freezing at night because we didn't want to check our jackets, which is hilarious. And I used to live here, so I was like, I don't want to check my jacket. Okay. Yeah, crazy people. Vediamo. Let's see if I see anybody I know. This is 66 is where next door. Vado in 66. Vado in 66. Okay. I'm gonna go do a little walking because this will make my evening even better. Ricordi di me?
Oddio, aiutami.
Americana col cane. Avevo un cane bianca.
Quale cane?
Si chiama Lana.
Nana, bella, ma non ci
This is
vediamo.
bar 66, and I came in to see if Felipe is here. There's a birthday of somebody here that maybe I know, I don't know, but I don't see Filippo. I was trying to surprise him because I already surprised, I forgot his name, sorry. So we're gonna figure out whose birthday it is. Maybe I know. Well, I'm at Chandelier. I couldn't find Filippo. I have to go back over to 66. But I gotta show you something that I find ironic. Because before I left the US, I bought this bracelet. This is Saint Germain. And all this trip, I haven't really had anything that stood out as Saint Germain until now. So check this out. Hopefully you can hear me. I already tried to say it, but this is Saint Germain, and this is my sign. It all connects. So we are moving around in the traffic of people, and I am following our group of friends. Fun times. This is, I actually spared you the big noise back behind me, but it's always nice to fai un giro. We're making a rounds. I used to live here, and up above is my old landlord's. Fun, fun. Funny.
journey, my adventures around my travels. This is my friend Mario's place. This is the cantina, and I'm coming up on him to see if he is inside. Ah, bene. I don't see him. It's like a dance of everybody. I don't see him here, but it's okay. Maybe later. I go back in the group of friends. Ecco. They find me. Okay. Eccomi. Ah, la luce. Bella donna con capelli. Semi. I love it. There's something special because it's not just the young out, it's not just the middle age, it's everybody. Tutti in giro.
Cafe? You want a coffee?
Ah!
You want a coffee?
Okay. We gotta go in Gran Cafe Bar Cimino. I have to go inside to say hi.
No, grazie.
È un... Sì, caffè macchiato. This was my hangout. This is my favorite place to come. See? And then you have all these beautiful pastries. Ooh, I love the sfogliatella. That's something special. There's liscia and frola, and they're totally different. You see the two difference? Those are both sfogliatelle. And then brioches. Hey! So one of the things I love about Naples is you'll find these pictures of Vesuvio erupting all over the place. I think it's for good luck. Per buona fortuna. Per vedere tutte le foto dei quadri, sempre di Napoli, con Vesuvio erotta. See? You see all these different pictures. It's good luck, in my opinion. It has to be. The guys are bending down to avoid getting in the picture. So we're getting coffees. I know it's late at night, but we're enjoying. And these beautiful ladies are so wonderful. I'm very fortunate. And I ran into a friend earlier that I hadn't seen, and we both were like, how do I know you? And I told him, because you're the one that I'm friends with your wife and your children are 15-year-old twins. So sweet. That's it. Okay. This is the life.
Facciamo un giro così.
Ok, facciamo un giro così.
Vede qua? Sì.
Yes.
Prego.
Yes. Sì. Eccoci.
Cassata.
Siamo al bar Caffè Bar Cimino. Buonissimo.
Ragazzi fuori, ti dà il limone e ne rende il muto.
Questo è un buon macchiato schiumato.
Posso chiedere un favore?
2 pezzi di limone e una pasta da 3 euro.
All right, we are off. We had our night. We're getting older, and we've decided we leave the Baretti early.
Yes.
A presto. So before all the drunks are really drunk. That's a joke. Anyway.
We are going now at a popular winery.
Bakery?
No, vineria.
A popular winery.
Popular winery.
Yes. Sì, vino.
Yes, at Bagnoli.
And Bagnoli.
But
Okay.
it's beautiful, this place, because they have wonderful kinds and exclusive etiqueta.
Mm-hmm.
And, 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 and,
Etiquette.
Marca. How do you say marca? Etiqueta. Kinds of wine.
Brands of wine.
Brands
of
of wine.
Mhm.
Exclusive brands of wine
Yeah.
that you
They go
cannot
this way.
find in everywhere.
So speciale.
Yes.
Sì, ooh.
But this winery is a little bit.
So it's like a
a
boutique.
small. It's a small.
Boutique. Very tiny.
Yes.
Very special.
Yes.
Okay, so we go to Bagnoli. The beautiful architecture and the doors, big doors. You know I like doors. Enoteca lì, indietro. Okay. Oh, I love. More doors. Mi piace. E le porte, le poltrone. It's tanti grande. Oh, it's so beautiful. Si guardano. Con occhi aperti, with the eyes wide open, looking at you like the deer in the headlights, literally.
Ma Lily estaba contentísima porque no bebe. Pero aparte está bien contenta. Cuando nos vio, sí, le dio mucho gusto,
y se disfrutó, ¿sabes? Porque estaba con sus
Oh,
amigas.
I never saw the cactuses like that.
Sí.
That's kind of cool.
Le dio mucho gusto.
Luego te cuento lo que pasó.
You'll notice when we get up here how many people are all out, like right at this corner. It's usually difficult to get between them because a lot of times they're over at the food places.
¿Por qué crees que se puso para ese chillar?
¿Por qué?
Mojito, boutique, mojito.
¿Qué pasó?
Mojito.
Pues porque ella
Mojito.
vino a lo de la
Ajá, lo de los cigarros.
Ajá, y le dijo, oye, ¿sabes qué? El sábado voy a festejar, pues mi cumpleaños, un aperitivo, no sé qué, los espero, ¿no?
See, the buildings are just phenomenal there.
Y la luna, bueno, varias playas, ¿no? Y entonces puso hoy que se iban a ir a la prueba
Bagnoli,
de los
this
niños.
again, we're back at Piazza San Pasquale.
¿A dónde?
It's funny because somebody said to me, it's like I'm having my own little eat, pray, love, and it's kind of comical because the reality is, yeah, it's a little different than eat, pray, love for sure. Now I'm actually reclaiming and revisiting a part of my life that was very impactful, very left a huge mark on my heart and soul. And so Naples is a place that is so deeply in my heart because of how much it allowed me to grow, to learn about myself through experiences that I had here, relationships, especially like with Claudio. I was kind of hoping I'd run into him. Then I would have been able to show you and maybe introduce. But even still, it's okay. I have no attachments to any of that. And my life is very blessed where I'm at right now. And I forgot, there's a statue over here. And this is San Pasquale. Be always the fastest way to get places, but it's very easy to jump on a bus and get somewhere. As well, especially now the metro is expanded, which is even better. There's another really good coffee bar up there. Si chiama un bar di caffè qui anche pasticceria. È buono per pizza piccole. Mocha, non c'è più. Bar Mocha, wow. It was really good for the small pizzas. Very famous. And over here there's a good restaurant I used to go to. A friend of mine lived up in this building that was working at the Navy base, one of my Navy friends. And there it is. We're going to go to Bagnoli. It's going to take a while. I love this building with the green. The tree is alive and it's telling you, I belong here. I so love that. And down between those buildings, I forgot that the stairs are kind of spooky, but it's actually kind of cool. And then, dove c'è la pasticceria qui? Qual era? Per la cake, per dolce, le cose, per... no, e questo anche, ma l'altro c'era. Forse siamo già passate, non so. There was a pastry shop here. Questo era molto vecchio anche. It was an old... Riviera. Sì, Riviera. Sì, sì. There was. Riviera. È stato Riviera. La vecchio. Yeah. It doesn't look the same. Forse è un po' diverso. A lot of things have changed. I mean, a lot of the places that were here for a long time. Maybe it was this one, but I'm not sure. I just remember when I went inside of it, it was a beautiful place, and wow. But this is so beautiful the way that they reconstructed. This whole front was not so clean, and they've done the pavement as well. È già fatto. Hanno fatto bene per questo.
Sì,
Sì.
questo è caduto,
It did,
crollato, sì.
So this building fell, she said. Quando? 6 or 7 years ago. Wow.
Perché stavano costruendo la metropolitana.
Oh mamma mia,
Poi
wow.
c'erano delle fughe di acqua, perché qua prima questo era mare ed è crollato il palazzo.
Wow. So basically what transpired was that because they were under the ground doing the metro, and it created an earthquake, the earth moved, and then there was water, and it was a whole mess, and they had to clean it up, and they reconstructed the entire building. That's incredible. Wow, non c'è tempo.
E l'hanno fatto nuovo.
Meno tempo hanno fatto questo dagli altri cose. So they did it in less time than most of the buildings they've been reconstructing for years, or in different areas where they're doing construction. They make you shake your head and go, what?
Poi ti spiego perché, per quando chiudi il telefono ti spiego perché.
Okay, we're going through the tunnel. So this will be fun. And this is Mergellina train station and metro station. From 1700s. Beautiful. I know, and it's really pretty inside, actually. So now we're going to go through the tunnel, and I forgot to show the church on the left over there, but again, this is another one of those examples where everything's been under... See? Yeah, the smog, it's very polluted in here. They've cleaned. Un po' pulita. This was all black, I tell you that right now, because it was really bad. Look, that's the way they do construction in the tunnel. Wow, è più pulita. Io ricordo è sempre nero. I remember it always being black in here. It's normale. I do that a lot in my videos, a little chuckle here and there. There was a place right behind me on the right hand side that I bought a lot of organizational closet stainless steel systems. You know, like I organized my entire closet when I first lived in Monte de Procida outside of Naples, over in this area. It's a lot of, like, when you know people and you kind of get a feel, you can find all sorts of great deals, but you have to, like, be willing to kind of look around and be open to outside of the box, let's say. Ah yes, fuorigrotta. I remember this. Questa è pedonale, sì. Over here on the left is solo pedonale, sì.
Sì, questa è la metro.
Sì, this is the new metro. I think, io credo è stato aperto quando sono stata qui. 10 anni fa è stato lì. So it was open 10 years ago, this part. Ma la parte che non era ancora aperto era vicino Piazza Vittoria, c'è.
Piazza Vittoria non c'è.
Oh, l'altra parte.
Piazza Sanazzaro.
Sanazzaro.
No, Piedigrotta.
Piedigrotta. Questo, sì. The other one wasn't open. The ones downtown Naples took a long time to get done because there were so many ruins that they were encountering. And I haven't been down in them, but one of my girlfriends, she was actually doing a lot of, she wrote a book, and it basically was a lot of beautiful photography of the Naples. She was doing blogs as well, different articles, basically showing and highlighting the beauty of how they constructed the metro. And you know, they have a tendency when they find something, they try to preserve it in a way you can even get to see it, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the old walls and arches and the cobblestone streets, like around the other, come si chiama? Piazza Garibaldi, l'altro castello lì, Emanuele.
Maschio Angioino.
Yeah, questo. Masco Emile.
Però non è a Piazza Garibaldi, è a Piazza Municipio.
Municipio, ok. In the other municipal c'è un nuovo metro lì pedonale anche.
Ancora non è pronto,
It's
che sarebbe
non
la
ancora.
stazione Municipio.
Wow, they're still working on that. That's been under construction for well over 20
20 years.
20 anni. Sì, more than 20
No,
years.
more than 20 years. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. I finished my degree 2006. 20 years. È iniziata under construction 2002.
Okay, so vicino
20
yeah, it's been 20 years, yeah.
Sì.
Wow, that's crazy. That's another metro by the looks. Yeah. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. So much change. You're not going to be able to see it very well, but yeah. So the stadium, they named it
Era San Paolo.
San
oggi
Paolo,
Maradona.
but they're honoring Maradona. They called it Maradona because they loved him so much. The patron saint of Naples is soccer, football.
No, è perché grazie a Maradona
See,
hanno vinto lo scudetto
you see over here on the right hand side.
del
Sta qua.
campionato.
That's the big stadium. All that area over there. And when it's lit up and there's a game, it's bright. It's unbelievable. The whole thing lights up. See.
This is the Expo, Napolitan Expo, la mostra
yeah.
del mare.
The Expo of the Three Seas. I remember when this was open too. See how there's all this. Che cos'è? I don't know what that is. This is Mostra del Mare. Oh, the other seas. Okay. Parco Virgiliano's over this direction. I almost forgot about that. There's a gate back there. I've never seen that. So much to see, even in the night, even in the day. We're getting to hear some Napolitan music. Questo è Bagnoli ora.
Esatto.
Se ricordo bene c'è un Natural Sea qui a sinistra or qualcosa. There's like an herbal store that used to be over here that we used to get our essential oil. Sì, Natura Mica. Questo
Non esiste più.
Non esiste più perché questo era dove ho trovato la prima volta il mortale, the helichrysum. So I was saying that was where I had originally, because there's a grocery store here, and this place over here used to be Natura Amica. I had found the essential oil, Immortelle, which is also known as helichrysum. It's very good for healing, for scars, for your skin, for massage, for getting into the muscle pains. It's used a lot in massage oils too. Yeah. This is beautiful. Pretty murals. Even amongst all the graffiti, there's some beauty. There's some art. They hanno rinnovato. Mamma mia. E ho visto anche in centro, cioè, they renovated, like the market. C'erano più markets, yeah. So straight ahead used to be where the old military base, the old NATO base was, and I was here in 2012 closing it. So. Yep, and up that way goes toward the Tangenziale, and Agnano is where they used to have an army base. And Agnano, sì. Agnano è stato dove era base di americani. No, l'altro era di militari americani, lì, anche ospedale, prima di Gricignano. È stato lì, e questo è sempre i Bagnoli nato fino al 2012, perché io ho chiuso con Public Affairs, ho fatto le foto, le video, sì. So I closed Bagnoli in 2012, but Agnano, where the U.S. military base used to be, actually closed, non mi ricordo quando è chiuso, and it went to Gricignano, so they relocated, they created an entirely brand new base because it was cheaper and a bigger space out in Gricignano, which is further away from the area, and that's now the support base. But now that the NATO base is closed up ahead, right way over there, and that used to be part of it. Now it's owned by the Bank of Naples, Banco di Napoli. But the Gricignano is the U.S. support base, and now Lago Patria is where the NATO base is. So we are
Questa è la vita di Napoli, no?
questa è la vita di Napoli, è vero. It's always changing the ages of people that are out and about, and depending on what area you're in. So Mr. Davino, see the name right there. And they have two little spots, one over there, and up here is where we're going. So we're meeting with another group of friends. And this is how the life is, especially on the weekend, just like in the U.S. People look forward to enjoying their time out with friends. And this is Bagnoli, which is outside of the main city. Okay, here we are at the front. Hey, Koshi. Saying hello. She walked in and he grabbed her. Oh, la la. So these are the special wines. Looking up. Eh, guarda. She was saying these are all specialized wines. Negrone, Scrianzato, Martini Royale, Amara Spritz, Lemon Spritz, Cherry Mary Spritz, Amico Spritz, lots of Spritz. You could be happy here too, with or without a Spritz. I like it. Everybody just finds a way to socialize. They're beautiful.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's nice.
Yeah. Has a nice vibe. I like that.
You don't find
Okay, so I have to point something out because they're very serious about their football. Their soccer. They're basically Juventus against them is basically calling them shit and giving them a finger. I think that speaks for itself. Right? So they have all the beer on tap, and then as you can see, the wine everywhere.
Maradona.
Maradona is there, like a king.
Oh, the picture right in the corner. His head's in the way. Okay, hold on. So if you don't know the story of Maradona, I just recently watched the story of him. There it is. It's very serious because he brought them to win the cup. Interesting. Oh, I didn't even notice. Look down here. There's more. They have special guest menu. So now we bid adieu. We say goodnight to this beautiful Bagnoli. I'm having wonderful conversations with my girls. And we're gonna go home now. That's where I bought my stuff. And we are going back through Fuorigrotta because we're on our way back. And we're having beautiful conversations about how we create our lives with energy and also attract the right people into our lives. And it's a true thing, don't you think? The true law of attraction is when you get right with you and your energy, then you attract those with the same energy. I have to tell this story. So this is the friend, Luigi Palermo is the friend of Marisol's son, and he sings this song, Baciami. I think that's beautiful. He's a compositor. He's a composer.
Tutto il mondo si ferma e non mi dire perché. Il resto non mi interessa, parla un poco con me. Stasera ti vedo spenta e metti da parte le tue sofferenze, perché questa notte ci siamo io e te. Tu baciami, io non mi sembra vero. Baciami, come sono sereno. Tu baciami, perché non sai che è tutto quello che volevo ed è stare solo lì con te.
Ecco, bello. You can see out the sunroof, it's easier. La luna?
No, le stelle, amore.
Unfortunately, I can't see the stars from here with this. Che peccato. There's some stars up there, but you can't see much. Right. There's one star right there. And I think that's a Jupiter. Penso è una pianeta.
Un'altra di Luigi Palermo.
Love it.
Mi fa stare bene.
You gotta have the roses.
Improvviso il buio cola sulle mie parole. Sarà perché sarà solo amore. Bambini puoi guardare la televisione. Come film, ti conosco il nome ma so che c'è. Musica che
Giro
Margherina, esatto, il ristorante Ciro Margherina.
And there's also another restaurant up on the corner, I believe, that I used to like to go to. The Saturday night traffic. I forgot about it. There's a church up there too. It's amazing how many layers and levels. It's like you have to find your way through to the heart of Naples. Sometimes you have to go into the deep dark corners to really truly understand and really appreciate this place. I know I definitely have in my life. This city has taught me a lot. I've had a lot of really hard lessons and beautiful lessons here. And so for me to return here is just, to show me how far I've come. And the beautiful conversations I have with the women and recognizing how we attract each other because of how healed we are. So that, notice that the people that show up in your life are a reflection of you. That the mirrors that's showing you is if you think someone's beautiful, it's because you're beautiful. If you're having beautiful experiences with these people, it's because that's a part of you within you. And it's being mirrored and manifested exterior to you. Like on the outside is showing you the inside. It's so cute. I gotta see the taking pictures. Hey, guarda. Okay. They pulled those in other places. Anche loro hanno gluten free anche.
Io non sono capace di lasciarti andare.
Ecco.
Perché sei andata via, via.
I should take some pictures. Trattoria. Oh, this is so much fun. Ah, ecco. Guarda, gli occhi sono un po'.
raggiungere la riva.
All these beautiful buildings. So yes, the people around you are a reflection of how you are inside. Whether you want to believe it or not, if you like something, it's you. If you don't like something, it's you too. And you're always seeking yourself, so acknowledge that and recognize it too. More visuals. Since some of these buildings don't look so great, I bet they're better on the inside.
Questo è Fossili basta.
This is the lower part of Fossili. Bagno Elena. So that's where I used to go to Bagno Elena for the beach.
Palazzo Donanna, guarda che
Yeah, it's beautiful. This is also l'auto dei posti per ballare. There's also dance places here. E io ricordo questo. Wow, stanno riparando. Ristrutturando. They're restructuring. It's a beautiful place.
Perché non vieni via, via con me.
It makes my heart happy that they are, well, except for this road. This has always been bad. Questa strada è sempre così.
Ai signorina, partita di mattina. Se sei a Londra ora, o se mi pensi ancora.
We're gonna take a nice walk tomorrow. Move our bodies. It's supposed to be really nice tomorrow.
La felicidad continua. Ay, sí, porque ¿cómo se llama?
No,
We're still going up there.
no, the next one.
I was saying that when I was dating Claudio, there were a couple places he lived when I was dating him and we would stay. And one of them was up around the corner here, right? Ecco, è stato qui? No, l'ultimo. No, la prossima. La prossima.
Yes, there.
In the corner.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was a really nice place too. Molto bene. I just like to revisit just for memory.
Naples.
Yeah, look at Naples over. It's so beautiful. It's better, meglio di te. A casa tua meglio.
Here.
A Parco Rufo, lì. I used to live up there. Ma anche c'era un posto
Qui.
questo angolo qui.
Yes. This house. This place.
And quando aveva il Mustang,
Esatto.
yeah, he was inside it here.
Esatto.
Yeah, it was actually really nice. It surprisingly doesn't look so nice on the outside, but it's really, really nice inside. And there was a nice loft and everything. Yeah. Many a late night driving around with him. He's a crazy man. A lot of drinking and some other things that I wasn't a part of. I mean, things I didn't do, but I was witness to. In another life. Oh, I love these ladies. It's so funny. Anyway, that's a wrap for tonight because it is like, let me check the time. I'll tell you. Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning and I stopped to wash my face and get in bed because I'm tired. I had a lot of fun. I didn't really go too many places to run into too many people. I ran into Stefano. I looked for Mario, didn't find him. And I'm just grateful that I got out and I got to run into the people that I knew from previously and just taking it easy. And then tomorrow, like I said, the crazy ladies, I love it. I love it. They're both from Mexico. Just wonderful energy. Tomorrow we're going to enjoy the day and take a nice long walk. Chiacchiere. Chat, 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 chat. Anyway, sweet dreams. I love you. I hope you're enjoying these videos. This has been a lot of fun. I'm sorry for the bouncy stuff, but it's just how the video's coming out. You can always speed up through the stuff that's annoying. Until tomorrow, sweet dreams, good night, and I love you.